At this time, I'm not a venture capitalist yet. I digress, Barbara. There are plenty of things that are worth 28 millions. What's up, everybody? My name is Eva Girl Rising. I am an entrepreneur and CEO. Hashtag girl boss. Forgot to record an intro. Here I am. We're reacting to Shark Tank pitch videos. What makes me qualified? I've done over 100 pitches, won multiple pitches competition, and made a video about how to deliver a pitch. So we are applying that to this video. So hope you enjoyed this video and this reaction to the company named Trunkster. And hope you enjoy. Bye. Well, they hire models for this.
Is a high-tech version of a travel necessity.
Hola, Sharks. I'm Gaston Blanchet from...
Hola.
And this is my best friend, Jesse Potash from New York.
¿Cómo estás?
Our company is Trunkster, and we're seeking $1.4 million in exchange for 5%.
That's quite a big evaluation, my man. But hey, you may be able to back it up. I would love to be.
Wow. Sharks, meet Trunkster, the world's first and only roll-top suitcase.
Trunkster's minimalist roll-top door provides instant access to your belongings. Whether in the back of a taxi or at the check-in counter, you're just a quick slide away from your passport.
I love the girls.
And that's just the beginning. Trunkster is loaded with smart features. We've engineered the world's first self-contained handle scale, so you can pack just under the weight limit and avoid costly fees.
Anything worse than running out of power on the go?
Do they have patents on this? If they have patents on this, I'm sold.
Use all to yourself via the built-in USB ports powered by a removable battery.
And forget about lost luggage nightmares, because Trunkster offers global location tracking with proximity sensors.
Trunkster gives you all of this, plus it's made from the highest quality materials using a patent-pending assembly process for lightweight and rigid durability.
Not to mention how sexy it is.
This is the biggest luggage innovation since wheels were added 50 years ago, and we need your help to establish ourselves as the game-changing luggage brand worldwide.
So, who's in?
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in. I'm all in.
I'm in.
I'm in. I'm in.
I love this one. I am so in. That was clean and polished. Holy moly. I love the product. I mean, I do have a piece of advice. They say that they engineered it, but what are your credentials? What did you do as a team that makes you the team to get this into product, and what are your numbers? If you have, because this is a very cool gadget. I love the idea. I love the suitcase. Then do you have the numbers to back it up? Maybe the producers advise them to kind of not say that and leave it for the Q&A portion. But that's pretty smart, pretty spot on. Other than mentioning about your team, your traction, and why you're making it, that's pretty spot on.
You gonna show us the product?
All right, let me see
Just to
it.
preface, the inside.
How do you open it?
Oh, you can just press this
pull
button
it out
very
there,
quickly.
and you open it.
Look at that.
Standing up or laying down. That's the beauty of it.
How much that weighs? I just want to pull it.
Yeah, absolutely. And just so you know, they'll weigh less than 8 pounds when they're finished.
Wheels are great.
Thanks.
So how'd you come up with this idea?
I was in a luggage store and I realized, like, wow, every luggage brand is the same. As a millennial, like, I like to buy a brand that has.
See, I think this was all by the producers. They want the sharks to ask them questions. Now they're asking, why are you making it? What are your credentials? What are your numbers?
A story behind it that comes from grassroots travelers. There's no brand like this in the luggage
So
market.
corporate.
You're such millennials.
You're just millennials. Respect the millennials.
Well, it's boring.
It's about to get corporate.
Gen Zs are okay too.
Into the thick of it. Into the thick of it.
Which one of you do I absolutely tear to pieces now on a $28 million valuation?
No.
Paying first. There you go.
Are you not selling this yet?
We are pre-selling this because we are still in the manufacturing
You're
process.
pre-selling and you have a $28 million valuation.
Yes,
Do you
sir.
see any problem with that?
No, because I'll explain.
I love that confidence. I want to see why, but I just wanted to pause. I love that confidence. You don't see, you're pre-selling, you still don't know, has he a problem with that 28 million evaluations? Because I love that. I don't know why I love it. People mostly coil away from investors. This guy is bold. Hopefully he has the facts to back it up, but I like him.
Let me explain. 8 months ago, we became the most crowdfunded travel campaign in history on Kickstarter. We raised $1.4 million. We hit our goal in 1 hour. To date, we've pre-sold $2 million of
They have the numbers to back it up. I am so excited.
this bag, which sells itself.
Oh, I'm so proud of them. So happy for them.
Yeah, so we retail them for $3.95, and the cost is about
the small
20%
one?
of that. Exactly.
Hold on, how much? I was about to buy them. Now I'm not so sure anymore. How is this going to be affordable?
So it's prototype, but all of these people have bought in, haven't tried it.
These are the first samples off the line. We're pretty close to shipping next month. We have 5,000 units that are about to be on the assembly line that will be shipped out next month. So
Yeah.
we
You have a
actually
guy
traveled.
there checking on the quantity?
actually
live in China. Yeah, we live in
You
China.
do?
We live,
We're
yeah,
back
we've
now.
lived.
Guys, don't talk over each other. Please don't talk. If you're going to pitch with your partner, don't talk over each other because I can't understand what you're saying. What did you say?
The assembly line that will
Yeah.
be shipped out next month.
Yeah.
So
You
we
have a
actually
guy
traveled.
there checking on the quantity?
We
We live in China. Yeah, we live
We're
in
back.
China.
We live,
We're
yeah,
back
we've lived
now.
for
We
months
live in the
China,
factory
yeah.
in China.
Why is it worth $28 million?
That was
Well,
my first question.
exactly.
You never answered.
We're estimating $3 million in sales this year. So far, we've done $2 million. Next year, we're estimating about $9 million in sales. We're going to make this, first of all, into a billion-dollar company, and we're going to disrupt the luggage industry the same way the mattress industry has recently been disrupted. And that's by offering a premium product.
Slow down. I can get your passion, but slow down. This is a message for me too.
I need to slow down.
I should take my own advice. But slow down.
At a significant discount to consumers. Luggage of this quality,
online. Direct to consumer.
all online.
All right, Lori,
this thing-
luggage queen, is this
By the way, this is why they ask direct to consumer. And most investors sometimes like this is because there's no middleman. So you don't need to give royalties away or percentages of sales away because you have a middleman if you could do direct to consumer.
revolutionary?
It's very different. It's very clever.
Is it worth $28 million?
Nothing's worth
That's
28
a
million.
whole nother story. You guys,
I digress, Barbara. There are plenty of things that are worth 28 millions.
no, it's a huge ask.
It's a
You
huge
realize
ask.
that.
Well,
And you haven't even gotten
HSN
them
reached
into
out to
people's
us
hands
and
yet.
said,
But you're pricing that.
But you guys, you paid more before. You paid a little bit more before than that. And these guys have their numbers. Come on.
Ask me if it's worth $28 million, and I'll tell you. No.
Yes, maybe. I don't
gotta
know.
tell you,
Maybe
I think
20.
the business is probably
Close.
worth $5 to $8 million today.
No.
most.
Would
But if
you
we're
make
making
an
$3 million in our
offer?
first
Hang
year,
on,
That's one
hang
side.
on.
Look,
Let's
you
get
put that
another
money in your
take.
pocket. That's money you made. You put that money in your pocket, but that's anecdotal, right? It's one-off. You don't have any track record there.
Would you
2 million
sell
in pre-sales?
30% of the company to Robert for $1.4 million, which reflects his more conservative $5 million valuation? Would you?
Absolutely not.
Yes. Good boy. I'm rooting for them now. Oh my gosh, the sharks. I'm ruining my chances with the sharks here. Love you guys. But I'm kind of rooting for my entrepreneurs today.
Interest we've seen from all the other luggage companies who are running scared and interested in what we're doing is we can grow this
Guys.
to 10 million.
What is their exit strategy? Did they say that we're going to turn into a $1 billion company? Oh, they want to go IPO. That's a hard sale, man. That's a hard sale. Like, I don't know if you could go IPO. I mean, go, you know, good for you, but that's a hard sale.
20 million.
It's
We're
exciting.
reaching for
It's
$1 billion.
exciting.
We have new products in the line.
Do
We want to
you
make this a
have any
camera bag, a photography
flexibility on
bag.
a 28
We have other products that we're going to
Gaston.
debut and upsell on our website.
Stop talking!
If you are what I think you are, then you'll know when to listen, when to shut up, and when to pray.
That's true. It's true. That's another always piece of advice I always tell. Learn to stop talking. When they ask you a question, short, concise answers. I love how the girl is just laughing. It's I'm just getting paid to be here, stand, you know.
More excitement. We're trying to.
A little stand-by. Oh, he may be Spanish and he's Hispanic. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm on the side of the entrepreneur today. Dale, muchacho. Dile.
Walk out of the Shark Tank with a deal or not. We're
Dile,
gonna
sé
find
fuerte.
right now. Nobody's going to hit your bid at $28 million.
course we're willing to-
Nobody. Silence. Are you prepared to have flexibility on your $28 million ask?
a hard question. Depends how much. Now I have a question for you guys. Will you have some flexibility in a $28 million ask if you were them?
Yeah!
I mean, to get with these sharks, I will be willing to go down a little bit, but not down to 5 to 8 million. There's no way in hell. I would with 2 million pre-sales, a 4 million Kickstarter. There's no way I would go that low for them.
All sharks are still in, but they question the high valuation of Gaston and Jesse's smart luggage company, Trunkster.
They always do.
Are you prepared to have flexibility?
A little bit, but never 5 to 8.
If I just may share a story that in January we were choosing our factory partner and we weren't quite able to get there on the price. My uncle, who's a businessman, he told me to say this. Listen, he's from Long Island. Listen, somebody's going to manufacture Trunkster. Either it's going to be you or it isn't. Whoever it is, that person's going to make a lot of money. And I can tell you that was true then, and it's true now.
So what
our
are you
factory
saying
partner
now?
is making a lot of money.
I love this. I love this.
And so I will say to that, we're reasonable, we're willing to negotiate, we understand this is a business, and we want the right partner.
Good job.
How much of your own cash did you guys put in?
Good job. I'm sorry. I'm rooting for these guys so hard. That's excellent. They pushed, but they pushed back, but they were respectful on how they pushed back. And he won them over. He kind of him up. And at this time, I'm not a venture capitalist yet. But I don't know if any by any chance ever a venture capitalist see this. Feel free to let me know at some point if they do it on purpose to test how well these entrepreneurs can perform under pressure. Because he won me over. I'm ready to invest.
To launch the Kickstarter campaign, and that's all the money we invested.
You haven't shipped anything yet. Your 5,000 is now worth $28 million. I'm so lucky to be here. What an opportunity.
That's a great return.
Well, also, no, we should say something about the product that our...
They did the hard work. They put $5,000, but they swiped the off trying to get this running. You're coming in later, sir.
Product has 3 things that very few products
Still love me so much.
Anymore. Listen, everybody agrees it's interesting, and even Lori, queen of luggage.
If I could be the exception on the product.
Oh, really? Are you going to poo-poo on it?
I find a couple of things wrong. One, it's very sleek, but it's extremely masculine. It
Product line
wouldn't be a
expansion.
product
We're
that
thinking
I would
new
pick
colors.
out in a store. You're doing others, but I'm judging by this prototype, right?
Yes.
Okay. Secondly, I think it's too heavy. In addition to the fact that most people like soft luggage, not hard luggage. And lastly, you haven't had your consumer base tested out. They haven't received it yet. So you're asking us to invest a lot of money with absolute...
Fine. She had to make a good point. She made a good point. Fine. That's true. I hate to say it. The colors, I don't think that's a good point. You can always add color. That's especially if the injection molding is a machine. That's a simple process that you just change the colors. Not too complicated. But and weight is another good not another good point, because they did say that the final version is going to be only 8 pounds. She does make a good point. Most people prefer soft luggage because they can squeeze it in and make them take shape. They have $2 million in pre-sales, but they have not user tested it yet. That I know of. Maybe they did a beta test and then they can say, aha, you're wrong, Barbara, we did this. But it's a sort of small of a good point, but still respect that they have 2 million in pre-sales and they did around, I think it was a 4 million in Kickstarter. So give them some shops. They said they were willing to negotiate.
No feedback from the guy who's going to use it.
Well, we have had people test it.
The
Not
product
everybody.
testers came back with really positive reviews.
And for those reasons, no.
But they said that they just tested it. And they came with good feedback. They've been doing user testing or whatever. Go, entrepreneurs. Still love Barbara.
There's so many unanswered questions, but magically the two of you have convinced me that there's something there. I'll give you the 1.4 million for 30%. I mean, that's a legitimate offer. Mark can laugh all he wants. He's not making an offer. That's the offer I see.
Mark laughed because I don't think he agrees with that evaluation. I mean, sharks are going to try to get it away as much as possible. I don't think that's fair.
All the unanswered questions. This isn't an investment. We're going on a trip together. And when we go on this trip together, we're going to learn a lot.
And they always say that, but they're so busy. You think they have time?
Value of $5 million on the deal. That's what he's saying. And I think it's fair. You know, in fact, I'll join him if he wants a partner. I like you guys. I'll do that deal. I'll go 50-50 if he wants to mitigate his risk a little bit.
Kevin, I appreciate the offer. I don't want Kevin to go on this trip with me because there are countries Kevin's not allowed to go into.
Well, I will make the same offer, except I want 37%.
That doesn't seem like...
So I'm being just as...
Just to f with them. The other guy said for 30%, I want 37% because you probably won't take my offer, but him.
Just as you are, your valuation's insane.
Can we hear other offers?
If there was anything else?
I'm sitting here thinking about
Losing
the
the
risk,
money.
right? On the one hand, I do think that there's a lot of things that can be done with it, right? I have licensing connections. I know this world very well.
Yeah, you're the QVC queen.
Say I give you the money and something goes wrong with it, right? Don't anticipate it, but it could happen. So I would give you the $1.4 million to fund purchase orders. That's
How
what
much
you said
equity
you
do you
needed.
want?
At 15%.
That's a better offer.
Here, if Mark maybe has something to say.
The product's interesting. I see what you're trying to accomplish. Now I want you to put yourself in our shoes. How much should I get back and when?
We expect to be making $6 million in profit next year.
It's a simple
We can pay you
question.
back next year.
It's a simple question. But I don't want just $1 million back.
Absolutely.
Right?
We're aiming to make $1 billion company. You have us working 24/7.
You haven't
guys,
answered him.
In your mind, there's these big
Breathe.
numbers you can pay back.
See, I'm gonna get in trouble with these sharks because I actually like all of them, but I kind of prefer Mark a lot. Mark seems to understand the entrepreneurial mindset the most, and is willing to work with the most entrepreneurs. I kind of like Mark. I'm sorry, but I love the other ones too. But I'm gonna get in trouble.
You can pay back. But when we do the math based off of the equity you're offering us, the numbers don't calculate to big numbers. If you make, $20 million next year, what's 5% of $20 million? Just $1 million, right? See, you didn't look at it from our perspective.
Gentlemen, I always love Mark more than anyone on the panel because he's got the most bucks. But let me tell you, Lori's the best partner.
Okay, I guess I understand their thinking now. What they're thinking is, okay, they're not seeing it as a buyout where they want to be bought out and that's how they make their money back. Most angel investors or most other investors, the way they're thinking of how they make their money back, if I'm going to put X amount of money at your company at this evaluation, if you sell at this X evaluation, which is 3-5 times more than what I put my money in, I get 5 times more back. But he's thinking is, okay, I'm going to buy your equity, and whatever you sell that's profit left over, let's say they make 20 million in profit, 5% of that or whatever percent of that is mine. It comes back in 1 year. So an ROI of 1, it's not enough for them. They want much more than that quickly. So that's I guess that's the kind that they're talking about. I mean, yeah, he made a good advice. You need to think about from the investor's point of view, but not too much because you also have to watch out for your company. It's a very weird balance you need to have.
Would it be an option to work together, or
I would negotiate.
will maybe take just one moment to
Yeah,
speak?
please do.
Not a bad idea.
Please do.
Thank you.
And that's the other thing. I haven't seen any of these pitches, but I've seen some others. To some people, this is, can we talk about it? I says, yes, please do. Someone says, can we talk about it? No, make your decision now. It's biased.
I'm comfortable to give 10%. You're comfortable to give 10%. With 2 sharks helping us?
They're comfortable with 10%. Okay.
All right. What are you going to do?
Mark and Lori, we would like to offer you 5% of Trunkster for $1.4 million. We will also pay you back the full $1.4 million within 24 months. And if we don't pay you back within that time frame, we will double your equity stake to 10%. And we will offer you $1 in perpetuity starting from when the money is paid back.
All right, that's your offer. Mark, Lori, what do you got?
That's a pretty good offer. They're smart. I like them. That's a pretty good offer. Did you understand their offer? So basically they're saying, I still want that 5% for 1.4 million, but to de-risk it for you, I'm gonna pay you back that money in 24 months. If I'm not able, so basically it's based on my performance, contingent on my performance. If I'm not able to pay you back in 2 years, you double your equity at 10% and get the evaluation you wanted. Well, sort of the evaluation she wanted. And then on top of that, after they paid her off, she gets $1 for continuity of every sale that they make. That's pretty good. If they sell 50,000 units, she gets $50,000. $1 from each unit.
I would take that deal.
Yeah, we'll take that deal.
Well, hang on.
That was the deal too. These guys are smart. I'm rooting for them. They offer it to Lori, because she's the QVC girl. She's the one that has the connections for their industry. But then Mark said, I'll take the deal too, because he wants the deal. But they're offering it to Lori. They did not offer it to Mark.
Splitting it, Mark?
Yeah, we'll split it.
Wow.
I did not see this coming.
You came in knowing that, didn't you?
Yeah, do love.
Now can we hug properly?
Thank you guys. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Robert,
Thank
we
you.
really appreciate your offer. Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
Great guys. Great job. I'm rooting here with them.
Back your money over an indefinite period of time, well, that's not very enticing. To know that in 2 years you'll definitely have that money back, or there's a penalty, then that makes us work harder and it makes them more secure.
They're smart. They thought about them. That's good. That's good. That's very good. That's how you properly think about the investors, but still protect your company. That's a great job. I'm happy for them. I hope you enjoyed this video and keep chasing your dreams, whatever that may be, and you just don't ever give up or chancletazo. See you next time. Bye-bye.